Last time on Ace Attorney Justice for All.
Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Mr. Carbon.
It seems that Maya Fey was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea.
That is correct.
But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty.
Your only concern is why she got a whip. My concern is why she's allowed to use it in the courtroom.
Why, that's right.
IT Klapper.
What the fuck?
Arschloch. Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all. How do you like that? Hur. You don't even know the insults I'm saying.
No.
No, I don't. Oh, well, yes, that's true.
How do you like that, you Hurensohn?
Yeah,
Are you just looking up random
yeah, I was about to
insults?
say I heard the little like fucking audio woman tell you how to pronounce it.
I know, I'm looking it up as I'm doing it.
could just
I literally
barely-
just now was like, how do you say this again?
I just barely heard her go or whatever it was.
Okay,
I
Yanero,
thought-
do not get me
I didn't know that
banned.
was from Yen. I thought it was from someone else.
Yanero, do
That
not
was-
get
yeah.
me banned.
Relax, it's not anything worse than we've been saying already.
Okay. The German voice reminds you of the German dude from Helsing Abridged.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I mean,
fairly
that's
certain
good.
that's a compliment.
Yeah, because at least they're both German.
Yeah?
Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense.
Here she goes. She's gonna bring it up.
Yep.
Huh? What? How so? Ah!
Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course.
Huh? You mean by myself?
Sweet dumb idiot.
You want me to put together a scenario all by myself? Ah!
Arr.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Honestly, Gumshoe and the judge are getting the worst of it, but yeah, she's beating me up too.
Yeah, this is
She's
true.
really taking the whip to us. Oh, Corey.
Witness testimony.
What transpired?
During the channeling, the defendant saw her change. The defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it.
Ooh.
Awesome. The scenario you have put together does make sense. Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright?
On the surface, it does seem to make sense. It's time for this lady to go to bed. Have a good one. Get some rest, lovely. And thank you for coming over and hanging out for a little bit. And thank you for bringing me your community. Sleep well, have sweet dreams, and have a good day tomorrow, okay?
Night.
Good night.
Later.
However, I won't give up that easily.
Please refrain from glaring at me like that.
Oh, the judge is getting it for both sides today.
Wow.
Delvin, your cross-examination, please. Cross-examination.
What transpired? Sorry, I blinked for a minute there.
It's okay. Poke all the buttons.
Buttons.
There's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Add in body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess.
You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling. Was she not? Oh, when channeling with the current channeling technique, the medium physically changes.
So you know about this.
How do you know about this?
She knows about it, so then in reality she knows that technically it wasn't Maya.
That's not her problem, though.
That's very much not her problem.
Mm-hmm. That's your problem.
That's my problem.
Yep.
Womp womp.
Oh,
With the
God.
nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor.
I don't believe it. She even studied up on the Crane channeling technique.
Like I said before, I am perfect.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like your dad said something very similar before he got sent to jail.
About what you were talking about. I didn't quite get it. Never mind. Let's continue with the testimony.
So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him.
But if you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad.
How badly hurt would you say he was?
Actually, I went to give blood the other day. And afterward, I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. Ah! Sorry.
I mean, he's technically not wrong. Blood loss is a bitch.
It is. But then that's where we can testify against this.
Yeah.
That's the button.
Where in the world did that pistol come from?
It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, has specifically bought it for that day.
What?
Oh.
But a handgun?
He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder.
And that's not motive?
Oh. I mean, it's like...
Why did Dr. Bray? Wow, I can English. Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something?
Yeah, it's very
I
suspicious.
wonder why. He was only summoning an angry ghost to make it do something for him. So you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then?
Sorry, Belle, but yeah, that's what I think.
Thank you, Demon.
Please. Good water.
Good water.
The two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired.
Neck cracks too.
Maya, I am really glad you weren't hurt.
Maya.
Interesting. She's flinching again. Maya has never fired a gun before in her life.
The victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it just by pulling the trigger.
Wow.
Even
rude.
me? I wonder. I'm a Texan. I am not an amateur at firearms.
Now do you understand? A fun karma's logic is perfect.
All of the logic in this game is absolute trash.
Yeah, I was about
All
to
of
say,
it.
perfectly stupid.
Remind you later you gotta send me something? Just DM it to me on Discord. I'll look at it later. Well, his testimony certainly makes us look very bad. But there's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere. And uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it. Okay.
Where are your lies?
I definitely think it's the next one. So like the victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. That doesn't make any sense. I would think
No.
that if you're too close, that's when you would get a direct shot.
Yeah.
You would miss more if you were further away, and like especially if it was him being self-defense, then with the amount of blood that he was losing, he would be like shaking
Yeah.
violently,
Also
trying
true.
to aim.
That quickly though?
Yes.
I don't know.
With the amount of blood he lost that fast, yes. He would be all kinds of fucked up. They're not wrong about that bit.
Even if it wasn't because of the amount of blood he was losing, the shock of being stabbed would make you shaky.
Yeah, and shock is also a big factor to consider when you are dealing with major injuries like this.
Because, like, here's what I'm thinking. Like, assuming, yeah, he got stabbed first and then shot. I'm just thinking, okay, so let's say she stabs him first. He tries to shoot her. He misses. And then somehow she gets the gun and then shoots him. I'm just thinking, like, what if she stabbed him and that made him drop the gun? And that's how she got it. Making, if we make it so, oh, he shot first, then she stabbed him, then she shot him, then that would make him the aggressor. Because we're trying to prove she's not guilty, so we can't say that she instigated it.
I mean,
Yeah.
So it has to be him that instigated it.
either
Yeah.
even if we prove that he instigated it, that just gives us a justified self-defense, which is what we can't aim for. We're not allowed to anymore.
No, yeah, I'm not saying that says justified self-defense. I'm saying that makes her not guilty.
But the thing is that you don't get a wide shot when you're up close like that. You either get like point blank or some kind of body shot. It would either be point blank against her body and she would have like died or something, or she would have some kind of injury.
Yeah.
Or
if anything, it would have been like a point blank to the abdomen,
yeah.
No.
like
I
right
don't
into her
know.
gut.
I mean, the most he might have missed at a close range, the most he might have missed is he might have gotten a deep graze off of her, but not to the point where he completely missed and only hit her sleeve.
You completely whiffed it.
Yeah.
Oh, the only way that would happen is if, like, she had been able to overpower him to face the gun away from her body. Like, their arms were off to the side.
Which she didn't know he had a gun. So I would think if he took out the gun, he would have caught her by surprise.
Yeah.
That's
Which I wouldn't
what I was
expect her
saying
to suddenly
before.
be wrestling for it. Like, that's kind of a lot to ask of someone to suddenly
that
just
was
start
the-
wrestling for a gun.
That is the wrong button. My bad.
Or you redid one, okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
I see, I get you, I got you.
All right, let's poke at this then. Okay, so we have a costume with a bullet hole. We've got a murder weapon with 2 shots fired, and both of their fingerprints.
Here's the thing, Knight, is that where he got stabbed is directly in the chest, so he would have known he got stabbed.
Yeah, it would be very obvious that he got stabbed in the chest.
Mm-hmm.
It only barely missed his heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you are right. Most of the time, you don't know. It's like a sudden like, oh, that's weird, and then
the check button only shows the
it
bullet.
slows up.
Okay.
I mean, the judge says he smelled gunpowder. There's a difference between smelling gunpowder and having a gunpowder burn.
Yes, there is very much a difference.
So maybe that's the thing. It's like, hey, we don't see that there's like black all over this fucking costume. Maybe that proves that she wasn't right next to him.
Actually, that's a good point. That's a valid point, and actually what I was thinking about.
Another thing is that if she shot him, then there would still be gunpowder around the kimono anyways, because it was in her hands, near her.
Yeah,
near her,
they must have evidence too that she had gunpowder residue,
on
or
her
at least
hands.
on her hands, because that's
It
what
would
they do.
have to be.
They put plastic bags on your hands and they test it.
Yeah, they
when
test any residue on your hand and under your fingernails. But obviously they don't do that here because they're fucking idiots.
Yeah, you guys, I love that you guys are thinking like this, but at the same time, you're going to throw yourself into a spiral of overthinking it if you're not careful.
That's insulting. Come
Fucking
on, this game
stupid.
couldn't possibly get the best of me.
This game is so stupid that when you try to be smart, it punishes you. How do I
Yeah,
know? Watch the first game playthrough, because I did it to myself.
Yeah.
Action!
Mhm.
No. Bad Gumshoe. Missing the tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing.
How dare.
What do you mean?
This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony.
It's gaping.
Disgusting.
You said the 2 of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point-blank range. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume?
Exactly.
Gunpowder burn.
Oh my god.
My God.
Buddy, I love you, but no.
This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point-blank range, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But there is not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume.
That is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean?
Oh no.
It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other.
Aha, see, I knew it.
But here's the problem. That leads us into another, the justified defense.
I imagine we're gonna be running into a bunch of walls where we're like, fuck, we have to pick justified defense, but we're gonna keep finding new things and new things. that makes
Basically,
it-
Oh, I'm
at
sure.
this point,
Yeah.
it's a matter of poke all the holes we can in all of the testimonies until we find the thing that lets us win.
Yeah.
That's fair. I mean,
I'm
that's how it works in
Yeah.
other ways.
Mm-hmm. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that?
Is that not what I just did?
Yes.
Bit wishy-washy thinking like that. Anyone can explain anything away.
Well, if you're having trouble dealing with wishy-washy thinking, then by God, get better logic.
Just get good.
Yeah!
Then
Then,
just leave.
She's telling you to get good.
yeah, and I'm telling her to stop failing. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking.
Ooh, Get
Prove
snappy
it,
with her.
bitch! Prove
Get
it,
snappy.
bitch!
Back off my queen, okay? Hop off.
No.
No.
Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then they were separated, that he fired. How was that?
Pretty sad, actually.
Well, all she has to do is...
Please be attacked. Please.
As if that was even possible. According to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far away after that.
Adrenaline?
Yes.
You ever heard of it?
Hell yes.
Are you kidding? By that point, the shock was setting in. There was no way in hell.
Oh, okay, so video game logic only applies sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes. He doesn't have
It's like it would feel nice if you didn't make me feel dumb when I say a theory.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Yanero.
feel dumb. Cry, cry, cry.
Cry, cry, cry.
It's just ugly cry.
Sobbing.
But well, then that's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away.
And now you're changing your statement.
Even then,
After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then, while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot.
Phoenix said, nuh-uh. So is she, apparently.
There. That should satisfy even you.
Oh, that does make a lot of sense.
No, it doesn't.
no, because if the wound was as severe as it was, he was shaky, he was weakening. If she had pushed him away, he would have toppled over like a fucking bag of bricks.
I mean,
Yeah.
he was on the ground when they found him.
Well, I mean, I think a dead body would be on the ground no matter what.
you see a dead body, it's standing straight up.
I would cry.
Oh my
That'd
god.
be so terrifying.
Thank you,
I'd probably
demon.
kick it.
Thank you, Demon. You're so sweet.
Very.
What? Hold on.
Demon complimented us.
You're all wonderful and everything else. Aw, thanks.
Dead body in T-pose.
Okay.
Oh god. My worst nightmare.
Oh, now I know how to prank fast.
Yeah, no, if there was any pushing going on, dude bro would not have gotten up.
What do you think, Mr. Frank?
I must be
I
careful.
might have to get that cheese.
I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate.
Mistake.
No, we don't want a mistake.
That makes sense.
Nothing
Case
makes
closed.
sense.
Something doesn't make sense.
There is a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor.
Heidi Klapper. Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is.
We've heard cheese.
Show me something that contradicts my explanation.
Okay. Blood loss. There.
There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking.
What are these pictures?
I want to know what they are. Are they of the body?
No, let's see.
Okay, that's the channeling.
This is the channeling room. It's basically the floor plans.
Right.
And then this one is the rooms in the mansion.
Okay. I don't think this is relevant right now.
Not right
No.
now. They'll come up later.
Oh, wait. The fucking folding screen. Because that has a bullet hole in it. And you can check the angle.
Maybe?
It's so low And like the folding screen was not that high off the ground. I think it was like a step higher.
So
The
but
angle would have been like she would have still been on the ground, like sitting on the ground.
yeah, like the angle, he would have had to been like above her, like standing above her, while she's like on the ground. I'm
Well,
just wondering,
no.
like, if she's
Yeah.
squatting and he shoots at her, and then the hole in the sleeve, and then the hole in the thing. Maybe she like put her arms up to like defend herself, and that's why there's a hole in her sleeve, and it went to the. I mean, that's the only thing I can
mean,
think of is the folding screen.
I mean, your logic is correct. Thinking about the putting her arms up because she's wearing a kimono,
Right.
and those have specifically female kimonos have very big um, baggy sleeves. So it would easily block out where exactly the lines of her body would be.
Right.
It would make sense that he would miss. And my thinking is that they're both still sitting on the ground and he's about to take a shot. And she covers herself. He can't tell exactly where to shoot for some reason because he's a fucking idiot. And it
Right.
would shoot and goes to the folding screen.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
obviously,
She's probably gonna be
fucking
like,
Loki
"Oh,
is
then
perfect.
explains the angle. You have to explain the angle, Mr. Phoenix." And then we're like, "Okay, well, here you go, bitch."
Yeah. But obviously, we fucking can't do that because video game logic fucking sucks.
Right. It's crazy how they're just like, "Oh yeah, without a shadow of the doubt, he wasn't fighting back." Were you there? Were you recording it? Like, what are you talking about without
How
a
do you
shadow of a
know?
doubt? How do you know?
that's a good question. All right, so are we agreed to present the folding screen and see what happens?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the only thing I can think of. I mean, what does
Ye-
presenting the gun do, and what does presenting the key do? You know what I mean?
I mean, those
yeah,
are
and I don't think
valid
you can present.
statements.
I don't think you can present the kimono again.
I mean, we could, but it probably wouldn't help us right now.
Yeah, it has to contradict her thinking. So I guess, yeah.
I almost want to say to save before this.
I can't.
Bam.
I can't get to the menu from this screen, and I can't back out of this screen right now. I will save as soon as we clear it, though.
Totally so.
See? Saving.
Aww.
Oh my god, why are they all stuck together?
Oh no, and Bidu started talking about the cheese caves. Oh,
Oh my
Lord.
god.
Here we go.
Well, I didn't grab cheese. I grabbed my frozen blackberries that I had washed and put in the freezer.
Okay, now that sounds delicious.
They're
This,
cold enough to wake me up.
nice. This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic.
What is this? A folding screen?
I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen.
Oh!
It looks like you already know what I'm talking about.
Who? Where? What? Huh?
Who? What? When?
What's the
Where
what?
am I?
Your explanation, please.
Are these two really that clueless?
Oh my god, yes they are.
I'm reading blackberries. Obviously, I'm clueless.
The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means when the shot was fired, Maya, I mean the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground.
So I knew it. He was the aggressor. And then she stabbed him to defend herself. And then she shot him.
Again, that's something that we can't
I know,
lead
Bass.
by,
Shit.
which sucks. I know you know. I'm just. It sucks that we can't defend by
we
that.
can't run with it.
The key's probably gonna come into play, and that's gonna absolve us. I don't.
Probably. I'm still thinking about that dark spot behind the folding screen. There's like supposed to be a secret door and a secret entrance. through that. Something had to have happened with that.
Mhm.
I'm-
Like the floor opens up.
I'm almost wondering the reason why he truly took a shot towards the screen was because he saw something behind the screen and got scared.
Mm,
And Maya thought that he was, or I guess the ghost woman thought that he was trying to shoot her.
maybe.
That's the only thing I could possibly think of. Besides the obvious, he didn't like what he was hearing already, so then he started attacking.
Yeah.
Aura. This is everything.
Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot, and the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location 8 inches off the ground.
Oh my god, I'm right.
At this time, the defendant was in this area.
It was directly in front of him.
Somewhere around here.
Nope.
The
No,
judge's
because
face. Yeah, shit.
he was shooting at her, so she would have had to been in the line of fire.
Ah, okay.
So he wasn't shooting at something else. He was shooting at her.
That is, I mean, wait, I just realized I forgot to brush this morning. Excuse me while I freshen up. Oh, I'm sorry.
Fine.
I'm sorry. My brain is not working anymore. I am so sorry.
Well,
Brain!
goodness.
I was trying to skip through because we got it wrong. So my brain's like, okay, we have to reset.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. Sure.
Sweetheart, I want you to face you again, Mr. White.
Ow.
Damn, harsh.
Ah, of course. Oops. What's done is done. For now, I should focus on where Maya was at the time of the crime.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
Okay.
So put it somewhere. I don't know why my brain thought that you could see my mouse. I'd say put it dead center of that bottom right paneling.
maybe
No,
maybe like
no,
click
in
right
the- in
there,
the
like
square.
literally where your mouse is. Maybe just be
right
like
here. Like right in
literally
front of the
boom right
bullet
there.
hole.
I guess so. Yeah.
If that doesn't work, then I'd say in the dead center of that bottom square.
Right? It's like so specific. I'm like wondering like where the fuck. Oh, that was right?
Hang on, we're
No.
not there yet.
Oh, okay.
Hang on. Right in front of the hole.
I saw green text and I just went with it.
She was standing here near the folding screen.
Oh shit, that was right.
Yeah, apparently.
Damn, what was she doing way over there?
I don't
The
know.
things that were over there were the plants, besides the folding screen.
Uh,
Unless, again, my theory about something being behind the folding screens is right. Maybe she had her back turned.
matter?
I don't fucking know.
But-
Just, I can't stop thinking about the fact that he's like, it's so dark behind this folding screen. I hope nobody's behind it. Like, I can't stop thinking about that.
Right? Like she just goes behind the folding screen and is like, okay, get him. And he just gets scared and just unloads
Like
into her.
It just doesn't add up. And it makes me curious. I need a flashlight. I need to
Right.
check. I gotta see. I know there's a door behind there. You can't lie to me.
Mm,
Don't do
But-
this to me.
okay. But wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim?
No, because the gunshot residue.
That's impossible.
But why?
You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume.
I feel like the places we picked before were still pretty far enough to not have gunpowder burns, but I guess not.
I know.
Yeah,
Like,
they're
because gunpowder.
they're taking the logic to the extreme on this one.
Yeah, because in
Yeah.
reality, gunpowder burns can only come within like 5 inches, I believe.
I was gonna say, like, don't you have like to be like literally up in there for it to be a gunpowder burn?
Yeah, I
but-
think it's the furthest you can be away from it is 5 inches before
Well,
it stops burning,
the
and it's just
problem-
residue.
The problem with this is also the fact that they're not taking into account the existence of gunpowder residue versus the gunpowder burn. Because residue would travel further. Bassie has a point there. But at the same time, they're completely ignoring the existence thereof.
I took a fucking forensics class for this bullshit
Yeah.
just so that I could be better at the writers of Ace Attorney. I
Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Flight. You.
I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation?
Not a bit.
Well, it has to change something, otherwise we can't progress.
Right? Not a bit, Your Honor. Throw her in jail.
have souls. Thanks, Vtuber.
Oh my god.
Vtuber, yes!
That's crazy.
Yes, and you bet your ass it's going on YouTube.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Wonderful, glorious.
Honestly, Your
Beautiful.
Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time?
Squatting.
I'm coming back. Okay.
Just letting you know what the first word is.
Yeah, squatting.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Squatting all the way by the folding screen.
I should have said Jorkin.
I could have.
Exactly.
That's me.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Working it.
If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike?
That's true. No.
Upon further consideration, it doesn't make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason.
Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job.
It's true. It's your fault.
Oof.
All right, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the back.
Oh. The way in which I would have cut her finger off.
I love no, hang on, hold on. Before we continue on with this, I love the fact that I literally start saying something positive, the camera shifts, and we all just immediately start crying.
No, Yanero would be the one laughing because
Yanero's laughing, but the rest of us are crying. Blast radius of disaster. It is in the blast radius of disaster.
You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Flight.
Why do
now
I-
know.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh. Now I know why Edward chose you to be the baby mama.
Oh man.
Damn!
It's such a shame that
damn.
Edgeworth decided to go get the fucking milk.
Does not change the fact that Edgeworth went to go get the milk. I feel like I'm being patronized. Are you patronizing me? Oh God!
Oh.
Following our logic, technically she would be his sister-in-law.
Oh, how does it feel to be bearing the next generation of Von Karmas?
I cannot laugh that hard, but I am laughing that hard.
I am so shocked by Velvet's laugh.
I love the gremlin cackle that came out. It's great. Velvet, are you okay?
Velvet completely
Vel-
peaked.
Velvet's fucking dead.
I think Yanero killed Velvet.
Velvet is still laughing on stream. I can see her model.
Myra. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me.
Of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile?
Listen, I didn't get to see the smarmy smile on the father, so I have to see it through her.
Better on her.
Detective,
Oh god, the whip's back.
how dare you damage my perfect logic?
How is it all my fault?
How is it not your fucking fault? You didn't do your job.
That's true.
Fuck all of you.
Okay, you can start by repairing your standing by first removing that three-strand goatee.
Oh my god,
My
she
God.
went there. She fucking went
She
there.
absolutely went there.
Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later.
Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry.
Punish.
Swear.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Bri, while Velvet's dying.
Punishment.
I can't hear Velvet. Are they talking?
Velvet's just cackling right now.
Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness.
Finally, somebody else so I can maybe have a chance to speak.
Nope.
I
I already know who's coming next. Nope.
fucking Morgan.
No,
Or whatever
it's
fucking
Lana.
Nope. It's Lotta.
God damn it.
So at least
Oh my
Bri
god,
will,
yay!
yeah, at least Bri will get a break from the huh and stop destroying their voice.
Rude.
My voice is already destroyed. It's fine.
Oh, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying so hard.
I just see in channel caps. Velvet, get it together!
And Velvet's just been cackling this
Get together,
entire
we're
time.
so
Oh,
close.
I gotta... Basil, are you getting off the bed or what? Because I gotta move the pillow to make room for you, if you are.
This
pillow.
is my punishment.
No? Okay.
This is my punishment for being late to stream. I don't get to
Uh-huh.
speak anymore.
Next
No,
wit-
you don't get shit.
Next witness, that's gotta be Lotta.
Very well. Ooh, this is so comfy now with a pillow on my back. The court will take a 5-minute recess. Monkey bars.
God.
After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. Monkey bar time. On my way, bitch.
To be continued.
Oh, not the monkey bars.
Velvet, I think Velvet is still dying.
I'm okay.
Yeah, no, Velvet is still dying.
I'm here. I'm okay.
No, you're
No,
not.
I'm
Stop
not.
I know for a-
lying.
I know for a fact we are not that funny.
I'm sorry. It just,
It's-
it really,
Right.
I don't know. It was the delivery, and I like my entire brain just kind of cracked, and now I can't pull it back together, and every little thing is fucking funny to me right now.
Yeah, it's one of those things where
I know how you can pull it back together. I know how you can pull it back together. Velvet, you need to pull it together so that you can tell me reasons why I cannot like the Von Karman man.
To tell you reasons why you can't like the Von Karma man.
fair.
Yeah, because you told me I can't like him.
No. Husky, I need your agreement on this. Bri is not allowed to be in love with Manfred Von Karma. Like, I need agreement from this.
But why not?
Because he's a terrible
like a
person.
piece of shit that I can fix.
You can't fix
I can fix him.
He left a bullet in his
I
shoulder.
can fix him.
He left a bullet in his shoulder to make sure that there was no
I
evidence.
can fix him.
You cannot fix that.
I can fix Toji. I can fix him. If I